Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Check out what we got today. This is a brand spanking new Royal Enfield Himalayan 452. Check that hot rod out. Absolutely gorgeous bike. They put a couple little extras on it, and I like the way it's set up. I think it's this bike would go to Alaska just as it is right now, I think. Yeah, maybe put a tail pack on it or something. But so it's a 452cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder, dual overhead cam, 4-valve per cylinder. There's a big old radiator right there. 6-speed transmission. I've got one of these. I put 17,100 miles on mine already, and I think I did that in the first 3 months. I owned it actually. Chain drive, of course. This one's got tubeless tires. See, you can see the spokes right there. It's an absolutely beautiful machine. Transmissions on these are really smooth. I've had mine in the Rocky Mountains. I've done BDRs, I've crossed rivers. I also took it on a 1,030-mile day ride. One day, 16 hours and 1 minute actually. So it's a very capable motorcycle. I've taken mine out to Virginia and just all over. I've been to 20 states, and what I guess I'm doing is telling you it's a very capable bike. It'll do interstate just fine. It'll do dirt just fine. It's got these. It's got a 21-inch front tire. These are tubeless. It's got about 8 inches of suspension travel. I think that's about 200 millimeters. Inverted forks, these are Showa forks. It's got this massive and just fabulous working 320 millimeter disc on the front with dual piston Vibri calipers. Check that out. The fender's a little higher than the last Himalayan they had. Jumping up here, everything is LED. You know, the headlight, the blinkers, everything. They put this WRS windshield on there. I've got one of those on mine. I just love it. They've got bark busters on it. I put those on my bike, and I just love it. Now mine are black right here. These are shiny to match the bags and the exhaust pipe. That's what they wanted. This bike also has a touring seat added to it, and it's got these Royal Enfield bags on the back. Now I've got the box on the back of mine. I don't have bags like this. I'm going to go with soft bags. But just a little info about these bags. Just check that out. Loads of room in there. They're not sold as waterproof, but my box has the same seal on it. And I rode through 300 miles of rain and not a drop of water in there. And I hope that happens again. I hope that wasn't an anomaly, but and they're lockable. These are the taillights, the blinkers, the brake lights, all in one. It looks like it has a tail tidy, but that's stock. Very well done, very well done. It's a 17-inch, I think it's a 140/80 on the back. The front is a 90/90/19. The disc brake on the back, because we can get a look at that. I believe that's a 270, maybe at a 300 millimeter. I'll look that up and put it down below. Single piston Vibri caliper. Again, tubeless tires. I think these are Seats. Yes, these are Seats, and that's what I had on mine. Mine started with Seats. I think I put 7,600 miles on the original Seat on the back. And I think I would have gone to 10,000, but I had a long trip. I was going to go down to, I think it was Alabama. And so I went ahead and switched tires and got a newer tire, but I think I would have gone to 10,000 easy. Another thing this has is the large engine guards. Check those out. 3.123. Very well done, very well done. Oh, and what you can't see, a cat delete right there. So the cat's out of this. Monoshock rear end. 8 inches of suspension travel in the rear, also about 200 millimeters. Seat height on this in stock form, the low seat is 32.5 inches, and then in the high position, I think it's 33.25. And I think that's 830 millimeters to 845 millimeters, something like that. Very good. You know, the thing about the seat is it's got such a cut to it. It feels a lot lower than you'd think. Isn't that just beautiful? Just a very well done bike. Wheelbase, I think it's 59.5 inches, 1,573 millimeters. If I got that wrong, I'll put it on the screen right now. It's got a center stand, a side stand. There's a lot of talk on the internet that the side stand leans too far. I think that's actually an advantage on this bike. It makes it easier to get on and off the motorcycle. And I've really, once you get used to it, it's really not an issue at all. Something that never gets talked about on this is this right here. Now, isn't that just a beautiful thing? I think it's about 4 inches wide. It's TFT. You can make it white in the background or black like this. So the tachometer is on the outside. Fuel gauge is right there. Neutral gear indicators right there. Miles per hour, clock, ambient air temperature right there. Over here's your odometer. If you use this joystick here, you can go to trip meter 1, trip meter 2, fuel range, fuel consumption, voltage. So it's got a voltmeter. Engine temperature, it's liquid cooled. And then if you have the app, you can actually make this into a nav system, and I've done that. And this whole thing turns into a screen where there's a map, and you follow the arrow and gives you turn by turn, and then using the joystick you can zoom in or zoom out. And kind of a neat thing about that is I was over by the Mississippi River, and my fuel light came on, and immediately there's a little thing on there that said closest gas station, 1 point some odd miles. Would you like to navigate there? Confirm or deny. I hit confirm. Took me right there. It was great. Very nice. I like that. I like that feature a lot. Jumping over here to switch gear. So we've got the clutch lever. Over here's the home button. Flash to pass. Low beam, high beam. Blinkers. The little joysticks for doing all that nav. Here's the horn. Jumping over here. Kill switch. Run switch. And then here's the start switch. And there's that pipe running. Isn't that cool? Then over here's the mode button, which allows you to go into eco mode, which I have no idea why you do that, or to shut off your ABS on the rear. This bike has forward and rear ABS. It's an absolutely gorgeous bike. I've fallen in love with mine. I had the original version. I had that for 3 years, and I just rode it everywhere. And I got this one I think it was August 23rd, and have just had a ball in it. Interestingly enough, this one is longer than the old one, but it weighs less. It's about 10 pounds less. I think this one is 430 pounds or about 195 kilograms. It's a great bike. It really is. Very comfortable seat. Like I said, I rode mine 1,000 miles in one day. It's wide towards the rear, narrow towards the front. When you have your feet down, you can reach the ground very well with it. My good buddy Colorado Mark has a Himalayan like this also, and he and I went all over Colorado. I think we did 3 river crossings. Very exciting. Gravel, dirt, road, it'll run pavement. It is literally the bike that you can go, I call it the single universal motorcycle. It's a bike you can just do anything on. I just love these things. I wish we could take it out for a ride, but 1, it's sold. 2 is there's snow all over the ground outside. 3 is it's really cold out there. Now, if y'all are interested in a bike like this, and you use Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, gear of any type, jackets. I think my favorite jacket right now is my Royal Enfield Nervic jacket. Helmets, socks, and underwear. Get yourself over here to Baxter Cycle in the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to BaxterCycle.com. Make sure you tell them fine folks that Fuzzy Biker sent you. That's me. Hit like and subscribe. Get out and ride. Wahoo!
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wahoo!